Well, fossil hunters in the UK have discovered the remains of a giant crocodile-faced dinosaur thought to be the largest predator ever to roam Europe. The bones found on the Isle of Wight suggest the meat-eating Spinosaurid lived 125 million years ago and was at least 10 metres long. Dr. Neil Gosling is a paleobiologist at the University of Southampton involved in identifying and studying these fossils. Neil, thanks so much for joining us. What do you know so far about what these dinosaurs would have been like when they were alive?
So this is a big animal. It's very exciting to have found it. This is a 3D print of the caudal vertebra, the first vertebra in the tail. And it's massive. I mean, it's the size of my head. It's it's as large as the or getting on to be as large as the 15-meter Spinosaurus, which is found in North Africa, and it's much larger than the animals that we described last year, which were sort of 8 to 9 meters long. These are bipedal, carnivorous dinosaurs, but they've got this very odd head. If you imagine T-Rex or Velociraptor, they've got quite short, boxy skulls relative to their bodies and sort of blade-like teeth with serrations. That's not what Spinosaurs had. Spinosaurs had very elongate faces with teeth which like cylindrical points in their teeth and in their jaws, and these were for catching and gripping slippery fish. Unlike T-Rex and other theropod dinosaurs, these things were eating fish, and they were making up quite a large part of their diet.
It is such a hugely exciting moment for you. What happens next? There's more bones to find, isn't there, Neil?
Well, this is the hope. We paleontologists are very hopeful people, but we're pragmatic, and we understand that the reason that we're finding this stuff is because the south side of the Isle of Wight is eroding at between 1 and 2 meters a year. And unfortunately, the sea often gets the fossils before we do. So we're hopeful. And the thing that's really peculiar about this is that actually the rock layer that it's coming out of is not the usual layer that dinosaur bones come out from. They normally come out from a slightly older part of the Wealden group called the Wessex Formation, when the Isle of Wight would have been submerged by a very large river system. So lots of mud and sediment covering up the dead bodies, which means that we end up with lots and lots of fossils. This is slightly higher up. The environment is changing from a river system to a coastal system. Eventually, the whole of Europe gets inundated by a sea. But at this point, we're not in a place where dinosaurs are very commonly preserved. So to have found this is really exciting. And hopefully we'll find more bones.
Well, we are excited too. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, Neil.
Thank you ever so much. Thank you.